Focusing on the tropics, Atlantic, we've got two waves that have a low probability of developing. None of them are going to be a threat to us. Leslie, going to stay out to sea. The big storm on the board, going to affect a lot of people, is Milton, a Cat 5 hurricane gusting 200-mile-per-hour winds in there. So this is a beast. This is going to move to the north and east toward the west coast of Florida, heading into Wednesday night. Again, the cone is centered near Sarasota, extends north of Tampa, south down to Fort Myers. Wind shear in the northern Gulf going to try to weaken this storm to a Cat 3. Nonetheless, a major hurricane forecast by landfall. And then it still maintains its Cat 1 status as it gets back into the Atlantic on Thursday afternoon. So it's going to be a strong storm throughout the midsection of Florida. The I-4 corridor, that's the interstate that connects Tampa to Daytona, with Orlando right in the middle of it. 7 to 10 inches of rainfall there. And on top of that, you've got the surge. And this surge, it's going to be big, 10 to 15 feet. But, you know, a lot of people have been asking this question: is it the northeast quadrant that's going to be bad with this storm? And the answer to that is no, because it's about the forward movement with respect to where the worst impacts are going to be. So with the cone that's centered over Sarasota, the way the storm will be rotating, it's going to want to send the worst of the surge south of center, and that would be, the southeastern quadrant. But the best way, I think, to identify it is call it the right front quadrant with respect to forward movement. So in this case, south of center will be where the worst of the surge is. And as it moves out into the Atlantic, it's going to send water toward Jacksonville, 3 to 5 feet worth of surge there. So it's going to be, a big and impactful hurricane as it moves in to that Florida west coast. This is Wednesday afternoon. Same time that's happening, we're into really nice weather. Our weather forecast, really not that difficult. Sunny, hot, less humid each day. But that storm tracks across Florida Wednesday night into Thursday morning, back into the Atlantic Thursday afternoon. Meantime, we are staying dry and sunny here throughout the rest of the work week and right on into the weekend. Driest day will be tomorrow with respect to humidity. Comes back a little bit into the weekend, but still manageable humidity levels. Highs generally in the low 90s. That's above the seasonal average. Overnight lows mid to upper 60s. That's a tick below average, and it's a function of the drop in humidity. Right now, 93 out, feels like 94. So the humidity isn't terrible, moderate on the air quality. Out on the water, higher risk for rip currents, minor coastal flooding, some light chop on area bays, northeast wind at 5 to 10 knots. And the next 7 days, again, just minor subtleties from day to day. Overall, sunny with hot afternoons and mild evenings, humidity levels in check.
Comfortable for us, and we will take it. All right, Alan, thank you. Still to